Hey guys, it's Wednesday, February 27th. Wow, is February almost over already? Jeez, where does the time go? Anyway, I know that we've been teasing this a lot lately, but there are a lot of exciting things coming to our channel and maybe some other channels, hint hint, what? And a lot of them will be shown and announced very soon. This weekend, in fact. This weekend we're going to have two very special episodes, one coming out on Saturday, one coming out on Sunday. That's right. We will have 4 episodes back to back to back to back this week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then again on Monday, so you guys can look forward to that. Now onto the real topic of today's video. I'm going to be reviewing the new James Bond movie Skyfall. I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but I didn't want to pay to see it in theaters, and it was free on campus the other day, so I went and I watched it. A forewarning, this review will be in the similar style to Zero Punctuation. If you haven't seen that channel, check it out. There'll be a link in the description. He reviews video games, he's hilarious and British, which makes him even more awesome. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the newer Bond movies, but Skyfall has given me a little bit of hope back. It seems like they might be moving in the direction of the old Bond movies, which would be kind of exciting. However, that's going to be a difficult task for them given the new reputation that the Bond films have gotten, and especially with some of the lines said in this movie, there might be some logical fallacies. For example, when the new Q says the line, "What were you expecting, an exploding pen? We don't do that anymore." It seems to say to me that they can't go back to all of the old Bond films and just remake them, because it wouldn't make sense logically anymore. But that's how the whole movie kind of goes. There's just sort of weird juxtaposition of old and new, with people coming in and out. In fact, when the MI6 building gets blown up, they get brand new members, like a new Q. And while we're on that topic, I don't understand why MI6 had to hire the 6th member of One Direction to be the new Q. One of the major themes of this movie is old ways are better than new. M, played by Judi Dench, argues this, saying that the old espionage ways, using real human spies instead of these new cybernetic techniques, will be better, asking the Parliament what they're afraid of. This is also shown through the character of Bond, who seems to be getting older and yet still outsmarts Q, who's supposed to be their super genius, showing him that sometimes older ways are better than newer ones. While we're on the topic of Bond, played by Daniel Craig, we have to admit to the fact that Craig actually did a pretty good job of playing the true kind of Bond that Ian Fleming saw when he wrote the books. The kind of womanizing Bond seen in the 70s and 80s isn't really accurate to how Ian Fleming portrayed Bond in the books. In a BBC radio broadcast in 1959, Ian Fleming said that he was actually kind of surprised when some critics called Bond a hero. He looked at Bond more as a blunt instrument to be used by the government. Craig plays this off really well, especially in the Skyfall movie where he remains incredibly loyal. If you're able to get past the physical inaccuracy of Daniel Craig playing James Bond and appreciate him as an actor, he actually is a pretty good Bond. However, on the other end of that spectrum, Javier Bardem, who plays Silver, the villain of the movie, seems a bit comical at times, and that's not the way Fleming wrote his characters at all. Bardem's character sometimes falls into self-parody, which takes away from the menace that Silva is supposed to have. More than that, I've run into several plot holes in this movie. For example, if Bond scored so badly on his physical examinations, how was he suddenly able to take out 6 men at Silva's base? Now, I understand that Bond took out the uranium bullet from his arm, but some of the pieces had already begun to break down, I'm sure, and uranium takes a long time to break down, and there's no way in hell that it's good for your body. More than that, the sniper bullet through his stomach probably couldn't have been good for his physical health either. And I feel like Sam Mendes, the director of Skyfall, just tried to make up for this with overblown special effects. Speaking of special effects, you can't talk about a Bond film without talking about its opening sequence. Again, usually these are just really aesthetically pleasing, but I really liked Skyfall's because more than anything, the symbols in it helped to move the plot forward. It helps to let you know that Bond was close to death, but there was no way that he was going anywhere. Now, Skyfall definitely isn't my favorite Bond film, but I'm excited to see where the franchise goes, especially with them teasing with all the new ways that they might make it look like old Bond films. Now, this film definitely isn't for everyone. It seems for the most part to be geared more toward my generation, the testosterone and explosion-driven generation, rather than the old Bond fans. However, the series is trying not to alienate these old fans by bringing back the old tropes that they have in the original Bond films. Like I said, definitely not a movie for everybody. However, if you're someone my age and you've got a free Friday night, or if you're an old Bond fan and want to see where you think they're going with the series, definitely check it out. Thanks for listening, guys. Eric, I'll see you on Friday. Jordan, I'll see you on Monday. What?